sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, anyone who learns and memorizes the names of Allah can only be guaranteed paradise. But learning these names is not easy. You have to ponder the meaning and then see how Allah shows us that He is what He is before applying it to yourself and your relationship with others. Join Sunnahfollowers who start a lailanasheeba and learn and watch your relationship with Allah grow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is the name we're going to do. Wait a minute. Yeah, I can see it too on there. That's Twitch. Oh, wow. Look at Twitch, y'all. What's that stuff on the side of Twitch? Wow. Okay. This is the name we're going to do tonight. I want one of the people, Latifa, read this in Arabic. Read the Arabic and look at the elongation. Let's hear you read it in Arabic.
Al-Qaadir.
Wow. Good job, Latifa. El-Qaadir. El-Qaadir. El-Qa, elongation, dir. You don't say diru because we're stopping. So it's El with sukoon, Qaadir. Okay. And what does it mean? Well, it doesn't mean this, but the closest we can get in English is the capable, the powerful. This one should not be hard for you guys to do. Okay, this should be kind of easy. I think it is anyway. It should be anyway. Let me see. Let's try to break this one down. It should be kind of easy. Let me insert. Don't think about it, Layla. I hear him in there. Don't think about it. Okay. Uh-oh, what is that? Uh-oh, that's somebody's business. Erase that. El-Qaadir, which means the capable and powerful. What does that mean to be capable? To be powerful? What does it mean to be capable? Look it up in a dictionary. Don't try to guess it, because if you guess it, it's going to be wrong 9 times out of 10. What does it mean to be capable?
Okay, the definition I have is having power and ability, efficient, competent.
Oh, wow, that's good. Efficient, competent. We're using synonyms. That's good. That'll help make it even easier to differ that. What else? A person that's capable and powerful is a person that's efficient, competent. Y'all know what competent means? Or is that too big? Efficient, competent. What else? Anybody else? Excuse me. That's my nerves. Efficient, competent.
Also, it got having abilities in many different areas.
Able to do all things. That's my nerves. Oh, what happened? I messed up. Okay. So, to be capable and powerful is to be efficient. That means to get the job done. To be competent, that means to know how to do it. Knowing and able to do all things. That would be a better definition of El-Qaadir. Knowing of and able to do all things. Knowing how and able to do all things. What do y'all think about that? Is that good? Or y'all need to break it down more, because we can. Can y'all work with that? Can you work with that?
break it down some more?
Oh, you want to break it down some more? Okay. She gave synonyms. Go to dictionary.com and look up the word capable rather than using a synonym. Sometimes synonyms work good with people. She's a teacher, so she can work with a synonym. But look up the word capable in dictionary.com. And what does it say?
It basically said what she said, but I'm just trying to get the concept in my head. So that's why I said, can you break it down a little bit more?
Okay, to be capable means I am able. I'm capable. I'm able to do something. I am not I'm not deficient. I am able. I am not handicapped. Nothing can prevent me. There you go. Nothing can prevent me from doing what I want to do. Okay? So to be capable means nothing can prevent or stop me from doing whatever I want to do. That's a person that's powerful. That's a person that's capable. A powerful person can do whatever he wants to do. Nothing can stop him. Nothing can prevent him. Nothing can stop or prevent me from doing whatever I want to do. Is that broken down enough for you?
Yeah, thank you.
How
I got it
that?
the first time what Latifah said, but I just wanted to break it down a bit better.
That's good. And that's probably helps everybody else even better. Let's do it that way. Let's even go with that.
Excuse me, Layla. I also see this says having the skills to do something.
That too. The skills, having the ability and skills to do all things. Okay, there we go. Nothing can prevent or stop me from doing whatever I want to do. And I have the ability and the skills to do all things. How about that? Is that even better, Mina?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that too. And who's going to keep their eye? Fame, you watching YouTube, right? You got
yes.
Okay, let me know what they come up with. Okay, so Allah is El Qaadir. That means nothing can stop or prevent him from doing whatever he wants to do. Also, he has the ability and skills to do all things. So that's the meaning. That's the best we can get in English. If Dr. Asim was here, he would be, what? That's not good. And he would give us a even, because the Fusha is nothing like English. So let's go to the next part. After the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would give the people the meaning, he would then move to the next part. Let me move this out the way so I can see. Which is how does Allah show us that he is, that show us that nothing can stop him or prevent him from doing what he wants. And he has the skills to do all things. How does he show us this, guys? So what can you come up with? That's the first part. How does Allah show us that nothing can stop him or prevent him from doing what he wants? and that he has the skill to do whatever he wants. Who's going to start us off? This really isn't that hard. Now that I'm looking at it.
He commands what he wants. He commands the angels to.
Okay, we're not talking about command. I want y'all to stick with the word. This is nothing can stop him or prevent him from doing what he wants. This ain't got nothing to do with his commandments. That's a different name. This is stopping him. Nothing can prevent him from doing whatever he wants to do. And he has the skills to do whatever he wants to do. So your answer is going to relate to skills or preventing him, stopping him, preventing him, or his skills. That's what you're going to be relating to.
If he decides, Assalamu alaikum, if he decides to take a soul, nothing can prevent him from taking that soul. And if he decides to make someone leave, no one can prevent that from happening.
No, nothing. Good job. Nothing can prevent him from taking a soul. And what was the other part?
Like giving someone life. Like
okay.
No one
nothing can prevent him from taking or giving. Good job. A soul. You see how she answered that, Anissa? It has to do with stopping me, preventing me, showing off my skills. This ain't got nothing to do with no commandments. Commandments is talking. This ain't about his talking. This is about stopping him from doing whatever he want to do. And also it shows his skills, his ability. He can take a soul and he can give a soul. Man can't do that. Allah can take and give a soul. That's what the prophet would say. Allah can take and give a soul. No one else can do that. No one else can do that. What else shows he's El Qaadir? The soul is a good example. Give me another one.
Nothing can interfere with his plans that he has for us.
That's good, and that's true. But I want you guys, that's good, that's one of my kids. Nothing can stop his plans. Let's word that a little differently, guys, because you know what a kafir would say? How do I know Allah made plans? I make my own destiny. What did the Vikings and the Arabs say back in the 8th century? Back in the Dark Ages, they used to think they made their own destiny. So give me something that can't be refuted.
On you,
yeah.
On YouTube, Jamila said Allah can forgive a sinner and change his way of life around and make him become a believer. Asham said Allah shows us that he is powerful and capable by the weather, the cold, the
Wait a minute,
snow,
hold on.
the
Let's
rain.
go back to Jamila. Go over what was, just take one at a time. What was Jamila's again?
He said that Allah can forgive a sin and change a way of life around and make him become a believer.
Okay, but the kafirs don't believe in that. Remember, you're talking to a kafir. The prophet would debate with the pagans. The pagans would say, what do you mean? Ain't nobody inside me changing what I do. It's got to be something that can't nobody refute. Can't nobody refute life and death. We don't control our life and death. Something else. What was the next person?
They said Allah shows us that he is powerful and capable by the weather, the cold, the snow, the rain. Sunshine gives us night and day.
Good job. That's another one. See, they can't argue that, Jamila. Can't no human being go and make it rain, make it snow, make the sun shine. So you got to come with something that no one can refute.
He's the only one who created life and knows how it goes.
Wait, hold on, guys. Let me do one at a time. Because what was hers? Because my mind, I'm doing all the cameras. So Allah, only he can control and change the weather. Can't no human being, no pagan can argue that. Okay, now what's another one? Okay, who was that on the mic? Go ahead again. On the mic, whoever that was, go ahead. Who was that on the mic? Go ahead now. I just wanted y'all to slow down so I could write it. Yeah. Anybody?
And you say that Allah lead the ruins for people. No other person can do that. No one had the ability to leave.
That ain't
no.
That
okay.
ain't got nothing to do with capable and powerful. Something that the capable and powerful is my ability, my skills. No one has the skill to give a soul. No one has the skill to do that. No one has the skill, the ability to control and change the weather. This ain't gonna, I can build something and I can knock it down. So you got to come with something that can't nobody refute. Go ahead, kids.
This is Lucius. He's the only one that can put together the human's body part the way he did.
There you go. See, can't no human being make a human being. Can't nobody do that. The Kafirs can't argue that. Go build. I can hear the prophet. Go build a. Go make a human. Can you make a human? Only he has the ability to create. Not just humans, but anything. You can't create a leaf. We can't create a seed. We can't create anything. So this is his ability, his skills. The answers have to relate. See how the kids get it. The kids, this is called the fitra. When the prophet spoke about how we are born in the fitra, we're born in submission to Allah. We're born, we come into this world acknowledging that Allah is Allah. Okay? We come into this world believing that. That's why you don't use the word revert. I want y'all to look up revert in the dictionary. Revert has nothing to do with changing your life. Revert means to go back to your original liquid state. When you people call yourselves reverts, you're calling yourself a sperm. How disgusting. Y'all need to learn English. It's convert. Convert means to change to a new lifestyle. Or a different lifestyle. Revert means to go back to your form of the original form you came in, which is a sperm or an egg. Oh, I can't stand when I hear how African Americans slaughter the English language. And we ain't even got to talk about polygyny. That's the wrong word too. Woo, they y'all slaughtered this language. But anyway, the children always do so well with this because they're born, believing in Allah. They come into this world in submission to him, recognizing him for what and who he is until their jinn attaches to them. When they reach puberty, that's when their jinn attaches and that's when they start flipping out. Okay, so what did we come up with? How does Allah show us that he is El Qaadir? Well, only he can take and give a soul. Only he can control and change the weather. Only he can create. That's good. That's enough there. Y'all want to stop it at that? Or y'all want to get another one? Go ahead.
Can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to add he's the only one who can grant miracles.
Okay, Kafirs don't believe in miracles. They believe that, they believe in magic. So you want to come up with something that a Kafir can't refute. They'll accuse you of abusing magic. When Moses cast his rod, what happened? When Allah sent Moses to Pharaoh and Moses cast his rod and it turned into a snake and it ate up the other snakes, what did the Kafirs accuse him of? Magic.
Being a magician.
Yeah, so no, you want something that they can't refute.
Can I add one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say only Allah has the capability and the power to change the hands of time. We can't rewind it and we can't fast forward.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Can't no kafir refute that. And there's a hadith where the prophet argued that. He argued that with Abu Jahal. There's a hadith where the prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam argued with Abu Jahal and said, can you change back the time? Can you control the hands of time? Only Allah can. And Moses used that too. Only Allah can control the hands of time. Good job. Only Allah. You can see how the kids got it. Only Allah can control time. No one else can. No statue, no human being. You can't even use magic and turn back time. Okay. That's good. You got 4 right here. These are good. So how does Allah show us that he is El Qaadir, that nothing can stop him, nothing can prevent him from doing what he wants, and that he has the skills to do whatever he wants? Well, look, the fact that only he can take and give a soul. Only he can control and change the weather. Only he can create. And only he can control time. MashaAllah. So that's the second part. Then we go to the third part, which is how to take the above, the answers that y'all came with above, and apply them to yourself. Now, this is what was hard for the companions. This part gets hard. You got to take the answers y'all came up here and put them down here for yourself to make you a better person to yourself in becoming. Oh, by the way, Norto, thank you. My coffee is here. I got a Starbucks, y'all. Thank you, Norto, because you know I've been making my own and it's okay. But I'm telling you, they put something in Starbucks that makes it nothing like Starbucks. Anyway, so the first answer y'all came up with was how Allah is the only one that can take and give a soul. So how can I take that knowledge and apply it to myself and become a better person and more closer to Allah? How can I take the knowledge that only Allah can give and take a soul? What can I do with that? How can I use that to better my relationship with him? What do y'all think? This one should be easy.
Okay, let me try it. Since I know that Allah can take my soul at any given time, then I would control my desires, my wants, and different activities that I'm involved in. So when I meet Allah, I would be in good standings.
Good job. Good job. Y'all getting better at this. Okay. Since Allah is the only one that can take and give a soul, and we don't know when that's going to happen, I will control my desires and my wants so as when I meet him, I will be in good standing with him. Good job, Latifa. That's good. That's excellent. Now, what about the second one, y'all? Wait a minute. This one here. The knowing that having the knowledge that only Allah can control and change the weather. What can you do with that to better your relationship with him? How can you use that knowledge to better your relationship with Allah, guys, knowing that he's the only one, that he's in control of the weather and the seasons.
Embrace it and not complain about it.
Not really, because remember, you want it to be something that's going to bring you close to Allah. It's got to be something that's going to bring you close to him. The fact that you know that only he is in control of our weather and the seasons of the year.
On YouTube, it says by living every day as if it was my last, and by doing the obligation and staying away from sin on YouTube.
That might go with time, not weather. Remember the weather, guys. It's got to relate to the weather, to the seasons, the weather or the seasons. That would be excellent for the last one, but not for this one. Knowing that Allah is in charge, that only he can change the weather. I'm thinking too.
Keep fulfilling my obligations no matter what the weather is.
Okay, good. Okay. Since Allah is in control of the seasons, I will not allow them to interfere in my fulfillment of obligations to him. Good job. See how the kids can think? How many people use the cold weather as an excuse to not go to the mosque? How many people use the cold weather as an excuse to not make wudu? I got a lot of people here who say, oh, it's too cold, so I'm going to do tayammum. You can't do tayammum if there's water around. You can only do tayammum if there's no water nowhere around and you've looked for it. So since Allah is in control of the seasons, the weather can change at any moment. I am not going to allow that to interfere in my fulfillment of duties towards him. Good job, Lucius. See how the kids, that's the fitra. The fitra means you in a state of submission. That's what fitra means, guys. You guys think it means something different. It means that my heart is innocent. My heart is clean. My heart is good. That's the fitra. Okay? And all of us are born like that until our jinn attaches to us at puberty. Then we either take on a religion of our parents, whatever it is, or we find Islam. Hello. All right. Good job. Now, let's go to the next one. The kids are doing a good job on this. I'm so proud of them. What about this? The fact that only Allah can create. Only he can make a something. Only Allah can make a tree or make anything. He's the only creator. Only he can create. He is the creator. How can you apply that to yourself and bettering your relationship with him? Anybody? Go ahead. That's a good one too. Go ahead.
So on YouTube, is it the one that you went before? She just typed
not for create.
Okay.
We're on create. The answer has to relate to creating something. Allah is the one that can create. How can you take that knowledge and get closer to him?
I'll try. Since only he can create, I will not obey the creation over the creator.
Okay, remember, related to a kafir. They're going to say, what creator? He ain't no creator. I'm the creator. So you're going to obey me. Don't give Muslim answers. I mean, don't give answers that we would relate to. Pretend that you're talking to Abu Jahal. You talking to Abu Jahal. Or a person that's a pagan, a Buddhist, a Hindu who worships a rat. Only he can create. Oh, I can think of a bunch of stuff now. The word is create. 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 How can you yet take that word and apply it and get closer to him?
I won't try to change the things he created. Like,
you got to be better than that. Give me some reason. What are you talking about? Correct things he created. Abu Jahl say, what do you think he created? I don't believe he created anything. Come on, guys. The word create. Only he can create. This one is easy. The kids will get it. Only he can create. Only he can create. I will not what? Since only Allah is the creator, I will not what?
Try to create things myself.
The first thing y'all should think of is I won't compete with him. That should have came first. That should be from your heart. That's the fitra. Since only he can create, I will not compete with him in believing myself to be a creator. Y'all couldn't think of that answer? What does man always try to be? Powerful. What did Pharaoh say? I am made the frogs appear. I created this. Well, I'm not going to compete with him in that. I ain't creating nothing, and I'm not going to claim to be a creator of anything. Okay? I will accept the fact that only he can create. I'm not going to assign myself to having powers that I don't have. Since only he can create, I will not compete with him, nor assign myself. Good job, sister. And I told you, type in English. I see it. She's typing them in French. I think she's saying this. Nor assign myself the ability to do this. Good job. Say correct. Okay. All right. Good job. And now the last one here that you guys somebody came up with. What about the last one? Only Allah can control time. He's the only one. He's Qaadir. He's the only one capable of controlling time. So how can you take that and apply it to yourself to get close to him? What can you do with that knowledge?
So on YouTube, it says, by living each and every day as if it was my last, and by doing the obligation and staying away from sin.
Good job. Since he is the one in control, since he is in control of time, I will live each day as if it were my last. That's all she got to say right there. And that's what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam kept saying in many hadiths over and over to the companions. Live each day as if it were your last on earth, because you never know when Qaadir, not Qaadir, Qaadir will take your soul, because only he is capable of that. Only he is Qaadir. So you live each day as if it were your last. If you live to see the morning, do not expect to live to see the evening. That's my motto. If you live to see the evening, do not expect to live to see the morning. A lot of people ask me, Layla, why do you spend all your time on the internet teaching classes? Aren't you teaching too many? No, there's never too many, because I don't know when Allah is going to take my soul. I don't have no husband and I don't have no children here. All I got are 3 cats. I'm going to make the most of my time. I got nothing but time on my hand. I don't work anymore. I'm retired. I get a nice check. I live a nice life. I can easily fall victim to the dunya if I allowed myself. I don't want to be caught in the dunya with my pants down, as they say. I don't want to be caught in the dunya because, as the prophet said, the last deed that you do may determine if you end up in hell or paradise. When I go out, I want to go out with the remembrance of Allah on me. Let me die at my desk making a video. Let me die giving a lecture. Let me die after doing a class. So my last deed may determine where I end up. That's why I spend all my time teaching classes all day. What else am I going to do? If I didn't teach these classes, y'all, what would I do? Go out and party? Go out and find a man? Go out and play in the streets? What else is there? There's nothing else here. I don't know when death is going to hit me. Life is short. So I'm going to live each day as if it were my last on earth, making the most out of that day. And I'm not going to expect to live to see tomorrow. So should I die, my last deed was Layla went out remembering Allah. The last thing she did was she taught that hadith class. She made her witr and laid down on the couch and went to sleep, fell asleep. What a good way to go. So don't ever ask me. This is my family I'm talking to. Don't ever ask me, family, why I spend all my time on this internet. Now you see why. Because time is all I have. And I don't want to waste it like so many of you do with the life of this world. Because that's all I got now. I don't work. Ain't got no man. Ain't got no babies. It's just time. I'm taking advantage of my time. Are y'all taking advantage of yours? That's to my family. Are y'all taking advantage of your time? Are y'all sitting up watching TV all day? Hello, let's talk about it, family. Are y'all sitting up watching TV, Dr. Phil? You are not the father. Are y'all watching TV all day? That's a waste of time. You're sitting up, hanging out in the streets, gossiping, partying. Some of the family doing that. Partying. Time. The prophet said we don't take advantage of it. Well, all I got is time now. Because I don't have to rush to no time clock. Ain't nobody mandating me to work no overtime. I call my own shots. So I'm making the most of my time, spending it in the way of Allah. And if you can't understand that, then you didn't raise me right. Y'all understand that? Ain't no such thing as too much dawah. There's no such thing as too much dawah. There's never enough dawah. Because I'm giving dawah to me too. I'm not just giving dawah to these Muslims around the world. I'm also giving dawah to me. I'm reminding me. I'm saving my soul from the hellfire. Dawah is a two-way sword. I ain't one of those people that go in and do the dawah and take a paycheck and leave. I don't get paid. Not in this world. A lot of y'all do that. Y'all go out and do lectures and travel around the world giving dawah, get your paycheck. Then when you get your paycheck, you go out and smoke weed. You go out and drink. I ain't talking about my family. I'm talking in general now. My family ain't into no drugs, thank God. Okay? But how many other people are? They call themselves doing dawah. Or they get their paycheck and go out and adulterate, fornicate. No, I take my dawah serious. Because this is me saving my soul from the hellfire. I ain't got nobody else to care about me enough to save me. I'm saving myself. I ain't got no man. Okay? I'm my own man and my own woman. All I got is male cats, and one of them I'm about to croak. And I don't know what I'm going to do when he's gone. But inshallah, he'll be an intercessor for me. Because he could say on the day of judgment, Allah, she spent all her time, most of her time, remembering you, teaching that deen to others and reminding herself. My cats will be my intercessors, inshallah. All right, lecture over. Let's get back to it.
You have some answers about the time.
Okay, go ahead.
Just one more. Sister Israel said, since only Allah can control time, I will make sure to utilize the time given to me wisely. Allah says, man knows not which land or time he will die in. I will make sure I only spend time in places that will enhance my faith. Inshallah, take my soul. It is in a place that is pleasing to Allah.
MashaAllah. Exactly. 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 I will utilize my time wisely in hopes that when Allah takes my soul, it will be in good standing with him. Good job. So now we go to the last part, and this is even harder. This second part was taking Allah's names and applying it to ourselves to better our relationship with him. This last part is how to take the above and apply in your interactions. This is wala wa bara with others. So let's start with the first thing y'all came up with. Y'all said, since Allah can take the soul at any given time, I will control my desires and wants, so as when I do meet him, I'll be in good standing. Okay, how can you incorporate that in your relationship with others, Latifa? Latifa, that was your answer.
Yes, ma'am. I'm thinking. Since Allah could take my soul at any time, I would not associate myself with others that's doing sinful acts.
Okay. I will surround myself with other righteous Muslims so as to keep me balanced and reminded of the straight path, okay? Or the right path. Okay, good job. What about the second one, guys? Hold on. Since Allah is in control of the seasons, you won't allow the weather or the seasons to interfere with your fulfilling of obligations towards him. One of the kids came up with that. How can you incorporate that in your relationship with others? How can you take the fact that of fulfilling your obligations to Allah, despite the seasons or the change in weather? How can you apply that to your relationship with others?
By helping others during, let's say now it's winter time for me. So whenever like I have a neighbor or somebody stuck in the snow, try to help them out because I should help my neighbors, especially in a difficult situation, like if their car is stuck and they need to get to the emergency room or something.
I will take advantage, good job, of the seasons sent by Allah to help those who may struggle because of them. Good job. Good job. That's excellent. Wait, let me make this smaller too. There. Oh, that's a little bit too small, but hey, I gotta have room. Good job. I will take advantage of the season sent by Allah to help those who may struggle as a result of them. As a result of them. Good job. A lot of blessings. That's what we can get, especially in the wintertime. Your neighbors, old lady like Layla, might fall down and hit my head on a piece of cornbread. Mary Mac won't be around to help me. That's what she get for wearing that black. Told her not to wear that black. Black is attractive. You look good in black. Okay, good job. What about this one? Since only Allah can create, I won't compete with him. I won't compete with Allah in his as a creator. How can you apply that in your relationship with others? Competing to be a creator. How can you? Oh, I got a good one.
Don't compete with him. So say like say I'm in science class and they have to make and I have to create something and I don't want to compete with him, so I just don't do it.
Not really. Not really. Think about it, guys. Only Allah can create. I won't compete with him in thinking I'm a creator. So how can you apply that in your relationship with others? What do a lot of men try to do to you women? Hello, the polygamites, y'all are always complaining. Maybe your husband need to learn about this. Come on, y'all. I'm trying to give y'all a clue or something that I came up with. I know that Allah is the creator.
Me as a man, I will not try and create new rules or laws that he already created.
Not really. Listen at this.
I was gonna say, like engaging in those like competitions where you have to create realistic things, like realistic figures that looks exactly like Allah's creation.
No, remember it's going to relate to wala wa better, your interaction with other people. This is what I came up with. I know that Allah is the creator, not me. So I will not try to change people. Y'all see them coming where I'm going? I will learn. I will learn to accept that no one is perfect. And there is good and bad in all people. I will look, y'all see where I'm going with this? To see the good and let that influence me instead of trying to change them or to something that I would have wanted. To have been created. Y'all see where I'm going with this? This is a problem. A lot of us are too busy focusing on the bad in each other. our perfect idea of a husband, our perfect idea of a wife, our perfect idea of a mother for the kids. How many of you seen that cartoon, Coraline? She wanted to change her parents. She wanted to recreate her parents. So button eyes in them for eyes because she was unhappy with her parents. And then when she had the parents that she thought she wanted, she wanted her real parents back. How many of us are trying to recreate our parents, our husbands, our wives, our siblings to be what we want them to be instead of accepting them for what they are? Coraline could not accept her parents for who they were and what they were until it was too late. Good movie. I like that cartoon, Coraline. It's scary, but it's good. Big lesson to learn. And by the way, Coraline was written by a Muslim. You can tell that a Muslim wrote that story because that's what it was about, changing. How we're always trying to recreate each other. Stop trying to recreate each other and learn to accept each other for how we are, how Allah made us to be, because He's the creator, not you, not me. I'm surprised y'all couldn't come up with that, especially you sisters that's always crying about how abusive your husbands are. Okay, next one. Allah is in control of time, so I will live each day as if it were my last. The last part is the same, really. Since Allah is in control of time, I will live each day as if it were my last. How can you incorporate that in your relationship with other people? That's easy.
For this one, I want to say I will be careful how I treat others, and to treat them the way I wanted to be treated.
This is about living each day as if it were your last.
Yeah, I was going to end and say that that could be my last time living or seeing that person alive. So I will be careful how I treat others.
Good job.
That I come across.
That it may, good job, be the last time I see them. And that's right, because you don't want a Muslim to go out with you owing them a debt. Not just money, I'm talking about a debt because you hurt their character. You did something to hurt their honor. They're going to get their qisas from you. They're going to get their qisas on the day of judgment. They're going to get their qisas when you in that grave. So you're going to treat others as you want them to treat you, knowing that it may be the last time that you see them, and you may not be able to apologize. And you may not be able to apologize or make up for the wrong you've done to them. Good job. Good job. Okay, good job. Let's take it and put it all together now and see what you guys came up with. The kids did a really good job. I'm so proud of you. Let's take a look at this. Allah, He is El Qaadir, the capable, the powerful. Nothing can prevent or stop Him from doing whatever He wants to do. He has the ability and the skills to do all things. How does Allah show us that nothing can stop or prevent Him and that He has the skills? Well, only He can give and take a soul. Only He can control and change the weather. Only He can create, and only He can control time. So how can I take that knowledge and apply it to myself as a means of getting closer to Him? Well, since Allah can take the soul at any given time, I will control my desires and wants, so as when I meet Him, I will be in good standing with Him. And since Allah is in control of the seasons, I will not allow them to interfere in my fulfillment of obligations to him. And since only he can create, I will not compete with him, nor assign myself the ability to do this. And since he is in control of time, I will live each day as if it were my last. And how can I take this now and apply it in my interactions with others? Well, I will surround myself with other righteous Muslims so as to keep me balanced and reminded of the straight path. I will take advantage of the seasons sent by Allah to help those who may struggle because of them. And I know that Allah is the creator, not me. So I will learn to accept that no one is perfect and there is good and bad in all people. And I will look to see the good and let that influence me instead of trying to change them to something that I would have wanted to have created. And I will treat others as I want them to treat me, knowing that it may be the last time I see them. And I may not be able to apologize or make up for the wrong I've done to them. That's Qaadir. MashaAllah. This is wonderful, guys. That's Qaadir. Do you guys see how we did that? And this is what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam meant when he said anyone who memorizes and applies, not just memorize, but applies the meaning of the names of Allah to their life, he can only guarantee you paradise. Y'all see it? Because if we could just implement Qaadir in our lives, I think that alone would get us paradise. If we would take advantage of the time and not squander it, if we would live each day as if it were our last on earth, if we would treat others the way we want to be treated, because we don't know if that may be the last time we see each other. I'm sorry. If we will not allow the petty excuses like the weather to stand in the way of us fulfilling our obligations to Allah, if we could only accept the reality that Allah is the creator, not you, not me, and in turn look to see the good in each other and stop focusing on the bad, stop trying to change each other into what we want them to be. If we could do that, guys, we'd be happy and we'd have nothing but paradise. You see that? This is how you break down the names of Allah. It ain't about memorizing them and singing a song. It's about pondering. The Prophet said, ponder the names of Allah and then implement their meaning into your life. That's what the companions were able to do. That's why they are the best of this nation. They understood the implications and the meanings of Allah's names, and they lived it. We need to be more like them. All right, mashallah, I'm so proud of all of you, especially the kids.